What effect did it have on the population in Israel when somebody passes away and 1 million people react? We've never been able to address it. Tragedy, death, we've never accepted it. We never got good with it. And it's still a mystery, because that's the part of life that we cannot control, and we don't have freedom of choice. So what should we do? Well, that which we do have freedom of choice, and that is goodness. Death is tragic. It's not bad. It's not immoral. It's not unholy. It's tragic. But that's God's business. Our business is goodness. So if anything, we should become better. The dying of a tzaddik doesn't mean that we've lost him. A tzaddik never stops protecting the world. Their influence is even greater after they pass away. So it's not like we're left with nothing. That's not correct thinking. No life just disappears. Certainly not the life of a tzaddik. It doesn't just disappear. It's over, finished, and is gone. That's what a holy, devoted life, that's what happens. It's good for a while and then it's gone? That's never gone. It's never gone. We read in the Torah about Shimshon. Shimshon was a judge. And in his time, because of his strength and because of his victories, there was peace in Israel. He passed away, he died tragically. But the Torah tells us very clearly, for 20 years after he died, there was peace in Israel because of him. So we get at least 20 years of influence. So a neshama doesn't just disappear from the world. It relocates and does its job from another location. But yes, it's been a very painful week in Israel. If it brings out more goodness in people, then we're still going in the right direction. God's cheshbon, why people die, why people are born, this we never knew, and until Mashiach explains it, we're not going to know. And it's not really our job to make tragedy make sense. Tragedy shouldn't make sense. We should never get comfortable with it. It should always feel shocking. You know, the modern psychologists want to find ways in which to minimize the shock. The healing must begin. No. The pain must be felt. Of course, if it becomes chronic, then you need some help. But first, there's got to be genuine grief and genuine pain. I mean, are you real? Is life real? Then death is painful. And you don't minimize it. You let it make you better. So there's still a need for the Golus to end. But there's also our practicing being Mashiachdik. Getting used to the idea that the world not only can be good, it has become good. Just taste it. Ta'amu ur'u. The worst thing is that the tragedy blinds us and we don't see the goodness. That's not the way it should be. Tragedy makes us more sensitive, not less sensitive. So, what effect did it have on the population in Israel when somebody passes away and 1,000,000 people react? The prime minister, the most popular prime minister who died, didn't get such a, Ben-Gurion didn't get such a funeral. What does this say? What does this say? What does this show? The world has gotten better. Where do you have 1,000,000 people who appreciate one holy man? It's a whole new world. I mean, what a Kiddush Hashem that is. So you think Rabbi Chaim is done? He's just starting. But this should be the end. The end of tragedy, the end of pain, the end of tears. But there can't be a blank space, you know what I mean? It can't be that all the bad ends and the good hasn't started yet. So we're nishtahin and nishtaher. That can't be. So the goodness has to start even before the bad ends. That's what we're seeing. Remember that famous line? It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. Yeah, this is the best of times. And it's the worst of times. Because there can't be a blank. The goodness has to be there, already in place, when the evil ends.
I want to invite you to join us as VIPs, partners in our work, and join us also for a personal chat with other members of the VIP club. We talk about many things. There's an opportunity to ask, to respond, to make a comment, to meet the other supporters. And together we can really make a difference in Jewish life and in life in general. So join us. It's goodtoknow.org. Log in, call, make contact, and join us with the VIPs.